I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video I'll show you two techniques of writing a vector from given information. The question here is, find velocity vector of an object that is moving in the direction 3i minus j with speed of 20 kilometers per hour. Now you should remember that speed is magnitude of velocity, right? So when we say speed, it is actually magnitude of velocity. So remember that. So velocity has both magnitude and direction. Speed is scalar quantity which does not have the direction, right? So in this case we are given speed of 20, right? The units are kilometers per hour, and we are given direction, let me call this as m, as equal to 3i minus j, which we could write as 3 minus 1, correct? Now we need to write velocity vector which has magnitude of 20 and has direction of 3 minus 1. So I'll show you two ways of doing it. One using unit vector and the other using scalar multiple. Both are standard methods. You can adopt any. Okay. So unit vector really means that in this direction I'll find a vector with one magnitude, right? So I'll write m unit vector of m. So m is given to us as 3 minus 1. If I divide the vector by its magnitude, right? So what I get is a unit vector. That is the concept. That is the unit vector. Is it okay? So in this case, what is my unit vector? Normally, we represent unit vector with this kind of a bar. So this will be the vector which is 3 minus 1 divided by its magnitude, which is 3 square plus minus 1 square, right? And that is 3 minus 1 divided by 3 square is 9 and 1 is 1, so addition is 10, so it is square root of 10. So that gives you the unit vector. Perfect. Now this is the unit vector. That means it is in the same direction, but the magnitude is 1. For velocity we need magnitude of 20, right? So the velocity vector will be 20 times unit vector. So it will be 20 times unit vector, which is 3 minus 1 divided by square root 10. Do you see that? So that becomes the velocity vector. Okay. Now you can always simplify this because it's a good idea to rationalize and then write down the result. To rationalize really means that you could multiply and divide by square root 10. Is it okay? So in that case, what do you get? You get 20 square root 10 over square root 10 times square root 10 is 10, and this is 3 minus 1, and 20 divided by square root 20 by 10 is 2. So we get 2 square root 10, and here we get 3 minus 1. So that becomes our final answer. Is it okay? So that's the velocity vector. Now with scalar multiple, what we can do is we can say, well, the velocity is scalar multiple of this direction. So let this be k times 3 minus 1. Or I could write this as 3k minus k, correct? That is my velocity. Since I want the magnitude of this velocity to be 20, I say magnitude of velocity is how much? It is square root of 3k whole square plus minus k whole square, right? This is what magnitude is. But we are given this magnitude to be 20. So 20 equals to square root of 9k square plus k square, which is 10k square, right? Or you can say 20 equals to k square root of 10, or the value of k is equals to 20 divided by square root of 10. Perfect. So you can replace this value of k here and say my vector is 3 times 20 over square root 10, right? Comma minus, this is like comma, minus k minus 20 over square root 10. Is it okay? So that could be your answer. Well, let me finish it off by writing them inside. So generally, we'll always write this as, within brackets, multiply 3 times 2, 6, square root 10 minus 2 square root 10. So that is going to be the final answer. Here also, if you simplify, rationalize 10, this is what you're going to get. So that is how you could do it, and these are two different ways of getting to the same answer, right? So the vector, velocity vector, will be 6 square root 10 minus 2 square root 10. This vector has magnitude of 20 and direction of 3 minus 1. I'm Anil Kumar, and I hope that clearly tells you how to go about writing vectors when their direction and magnitude is given. You can always share and subscribe to my videos. Thank you and all the best.